Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mshindi here, and today we are going to do Chelsea versus Liverpool review, which was held on the weekend on Saturday, which was the opening, which was the early kickoff, 3:30 p.m. Kenyan time on Saturday. Graham Potter had made a lineup consisting of Kepa in the goal, back four, right back Chalobah, center backs Thiago Silva and Badiashile, and to introduced back Marc Correa, and in the midfield he had Jorginho, Conor Gallagher, and Lewis Hall. Surprise. And at the front three, the left wing Mason Mount, center Havertz, the right wing ZH, playing formation of 4-3-3. And actually the game was quite intense. It was clearly it was a mid-table match, like a mid-table derby, and if you were keen, you would have seen that both teams have lost that touch, the touch of a top four team, because you are actually playing really bad football. But in Chelsea side, I can see that it was an improvement. Why can I say it's an improvement? Because of how I can, from before, you can tell from the past, I would see the movement of players. Our build-up play was quite okay. Our passing was quite good. You could see our players doing forward runs. The only thing we were lacking that game is the finishing touch. The finishing touch was the one we were lacking, and a really good prolific winger was one of the things that we were lacking. Straight down, let's go to rating the players. Kepa Arrizabalaga, wow, this guy is fantastic. He's on form. He's serious than ever. Like this time, I can say him now being like our starter keeper. He has kept now 2 clean sheets in a row, and keeping a clean sheet at Anfield is it's not an easy thing. And Kepa made brilliant saves. I can say he's really confident. He can save the ball. Now, when it comes to him passing, even though the player presses, this guy does not let the pressure go here. So he's here mentally confident as a person, passing, composure, reflexes, positioning, excellent. 7. Now let's go. The back line, Chalobah was he's keeping on improving, since that is not his natural position. And I can say for a guy who is playing center back, right, with full back, he's trying, but didn't see most of the match. Didn't see most of the time the match, but I would say he's actually a good backup when James is injured, and I really like what he's doing, and I would give him a 6. Rating also out of 10. Let's go to the back line. The best defender in the Premier League, Thiago Silva. That guy was exemplary. Liverpool, like, hey, that guy is, pocketing Gakpo. This guy is not just making. The only time we would have seen him is making shots which were going, don't know, back to Stamford Bridge. This guy Thiago Silva is insane, man. Also in the attack, then there was the first minute corner, the goal which was ruled out. We would have seen it there. It's just like passion, passion. And just passion passion is really sentimental in the game. Passion, it brings out the hard work in there, the hard work. Passion is like dying for the team. And so Thiago Silva does that. Thiago Silva is always perfect. Doesn't make any blunder. 7.5. Badiashile, just good. He's like another Thiago Silva. Just like Thiago Silva doesn't have any necessary drama. Good, solid. And so that one attempt he made at Allison, wow, just mind blowing. If it wasn't for Allison's heroics, that guy would have bagged his first Chelsea goal at Anfield and would have won us the game. But actually, Badiashile is really good. His build-up play is fantastic, just like Thiago Silva's. I have to give him a 7. Oh, this guy was fantastic. On off to, let's go back to Kukurea. Kukurea really impressed me in that game. I don't know what to say about him. I think that guy really pocketed Salah. When Kukurea now goes back home, goes in his pocket, phone, say for 13, car keys, maybe some few things, a handkerchief. Then guess who? Salah. Salah was nowhere to be seen in that game because of Marco Correa. Marco Correa is actually fantastic, and for what he did that game, I would give him a 7. It was really solid, passing, really disturbing. And I would see, locking Salah, when you just get hold of Salah, now you are killing that Liverpool team, because there's no one who's more creative than that. Like Chelsea, by the way, he locked Harvey Elliott. Perfect. Now let's go to Jorginho. There's a person I saw actually in the game. That game was Jorginho. Jorginho was fantastic. Yani opening the spaces for players to drop, opening the places the would come, track back, making passes. Once you find Conor Gallagher drops between two players, opens up spaces for a pass, passes the ball, drives to ZH. Actually, the game was good. Huh? I really like him. He was actually present in the game. I would see a lot of him, so much of him. So Jorginho, I would give him a 7 because I think he didn't do anything wrong. Passes were correct. He had high pass accuracy. His defending was quite okay, although it's slow. And yeah, it was very good. So let's go to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, his natural position is a midfielder. That's how he plays back at under, I think, 21s. So he plays as a midfielder. And actually, Lewis Hall, I didn't see. We'll see how he was doing. He was trying to dribble, because there was one time he was dribbling right in front of Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva passes to him. This guy, I don't know what he was attempting. He loses the ball. Gakpo takes it. Also, Gakpo does what later, fires it to space. So if you actually will love him in that left back position, although midfield is his natural position, so that game would give him a 5 because he wasn't that much into the game. Let's go to Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher, yeah, his driving he really likes driving the ball, taking it further to the field, and I can say Gallagher is really efficient, and he has his stamina. He has a really high stamina, and he's very aggressive, and he's agile. His agility is high, and I really like that about him. And he needs to push on to become a better player. He's one also to look for. Although he's 23, but he'll be good, solid. So let's go to our front three. Left wing, Mason Mount. Mason Mount, that game was, it was lagging. I didn't see much of him. He still needs to improve, and yeah, I don't like that. But he surely needs to improve. Mason Mount, I'll give you a 4.5. Let's go to the right wing, ZH. These guys on fire. If only Robertson wasn't there, because Robertson is very good in defending. I could see him trying to fight off Robertson, but you can't. Robo is fantastic. I can't say less. Robo is fantastic, and I really liked how they were doing matchups at the top of the field with ZH. ZH later in the second half, you could see him come and trying, because now nani tangoje Robertson had locked him up in the wing, the right wing. You could see him now come and drive inside and now try, because Conor Gallagher was now like sitting back. You would see him come drive and maybe create space for the likes of Mason Mount, Havertz, Oba, Budrik. Yeah. So ZH, that can will give him a 6. Let's go to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, well, he scored an offside, a goal that was ruled out, unfortunately, but it was open. That guy was pretty offside, and I can say he's trying. Yeah, he's always good, but not that good. He needs to improve too. But in that game, I think that was the moment I saw him. Then, so Havertz, I would give him a 6. Now let's go to substitutes. The best thing I would ever I saw. Finally, this guy, our 100 million signing, Mikhailo Mudryk, made his debut. This guy was fantastic from the moment he just stepped his foot onto the pitch. Why? First, this guy, if there's one thing you are lacking from our wingers, is the take-ons. This guy could take, our wingers aren't say gifted for doing these take-ons, like take-ons and dribbling. Now Mudryk is different breed. This guy take-ons, dribbles. Now his electric pace passes you. You will see even that 38-year-old Milner was struggling because he can't keep up with 21-old Mikhailo Mudryk. And Mikhailo Mudryk really caused trouble, havoc in that Liverpool team. We'll have seen even Klopp, so Milner wezani hapa. Akasema tuacha nitoe Milner, I bring Trent. And Trent, could see even Trent playing in the midfield. Because can you defend Mudryk? Mudryk was actually good. He made a good cameo. His cameo was good. And it was fantastic, all I can say. Also trying to get himself in the box, trying to position him in the box. Also when he came in, you could have seen ZH was trying to get long balls to Mudryk, because Mudryk is very active. And really his cameo, like to give him a 6, because that was fantastic of him. Let's talk to Oba. Oba did perfect. Did perfect. He was trying. He was really pressing. That was actually good of him. And I think Oba is looking forward to play with these individuals. Kina Mudryk, Kina Joao Felix, Kina Tangwaji, Noni Madueke, because the reception he will get is the reception he was looking for by signing in Chelsea FC. And also have to say Chukwuemeka, when Chukwuemeka got it, I don't know what's the name is Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka was just sliding the whole game. Sliding, like every time you see him, like sliding, like he will every time do the graddy. Like he was hitting the graddy all the time. But this guy is solid. One time, is that one chance he got in the box and he slid. But that he really like he stood still, angepata hiyo ball, hiyo ball ingekuwa bao direct. Hakuna kitu hiyo Liverpool defense kifanya. Those I think also Spiliqueta, yeah, our captain came in as a substitute for Chalobah. I think Chalobah feared he has an injury, but he came in for his 500th match. His 500 match as a Chelsea player, and Thiago Silva as Spiliqueta had been the servant. We see, and he was solid. He kept out Darwin Núñez, and yeah, that's what I like about him. And he's not a starter, but he comes in as a substitute, and it's really crucial to come in as a substitute. Yeah, those have what I have to comment. And yeah, we'll do a pre-match talk. I think our next game is Fulham. Yeah, and we'll talk about that. So guys, Thank you for listening to me. Like, share, subscribe, and drop a follow. Thank you guys for listening to me. It's me, Mshindi, and I look forward to doing another video. Let's go, Chills. Up the blues. Up the Chills. Yeah, bye. Goodbye.